Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this very special edition of Mike's Monday Minute on this Tuesday, September 6, 2022. And this is a special message indeed because we pause to reflect on the great life of Yader who we lost last Wednesday, August 31st, at all too young of an age. And we ask that you keep his wife Ina and his 8-month-old son Dylan in your thoughts and prayers in the coming days and weeks and months. Done a lot of reflecting on the great times I've had to share with Yader, and found myself leafing through some of the designs he's produced in the past. And he had a great aptitude for bringing show organizer concepts to life. And he could work with the design tools we gave him, the rental systems we had, to really create awe-inspiring 3D structures for our show organizer clients. He knew how to take Flex and design it to its very limits of what it can do, or as some of my detailers might remind me, sometimes just beyond what Flex should be able to do. But that's what great designers do. They stretch the capabilities of the tools they have to create great experiences. I'm also slightly humbled and embarrassed to admit that prior to this week, I didn't even know what Yader's last name was. I just knew him as Yader because he was that type of person. He was the Bono of design. He was so cool, he didn't need a last name. Because when Yader walked into a room, he owned it. Everybody knew he was there. For anyone who's ever joined Yader on a Zoom session, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody knew when Yader showed up because he did everything with passion and commitment. And when he was there, he was all in and he was all there. He was also a very dear and best friend to many in our Orlando design community, kind of like the Papa Bear of design for the Orlando team. And he often spoke, and when he spoke, I knew he wasn't just speaking on his behalf, but as a proponent for all of our designers in Orlando. And when he spoke with confidence and commitment of what it took to make the art form of design better. I also appreciate Yader's incredible, hilarious sense of humor. He had the ability to get a lot of great laughs out of all of us. About 17 years ago, I lost my sister, unfortunately, and I have a quote that still hangs on my office wall that I think applies to Yader as well. And it comes from a book, a Winnie the Pooh book. And the great life philosopher Winnie the Pooh once said to Piglet, "How lucky I am to have something that saying goodbye to it is so hard." And I think that rings true with Yader as well. This Friday, we are going to have our chance to say goodbye. In the body of the email that accompanies this message, you will find the dates, time, and place for the visitation, the funeral, and the life celebration. If you're in the Orlando area and can join, please do, because it's going to be hard to say goodbye, but he will never be forgotten. Folks, we still have some work to do here on behalf of Yader, and I've got 2 requests. One is also in the body of the email. You will find a link to the GoFundMe page. There is a long road ahead for Yader's wife Ina and their son Dylan, and so anything you can do to help them on their way would be great. It doesn't have to be big amounts. Lots of small amounts add up to big amounts as well. You can donate it in your name. You can donate anonymously if you would like, but every little bit helps. So if you have the ability to give, please do. Second, as bad luck would have it, Yader and Ina were scheduled to move into their brand new apartment, ironically the day after Yader passed away. So we still have to help Ina and Dylan move into their new home. And I am asking the Freeman family to rally behind Ina and help move. That moving party will be on September 12th. More exact times and details to follow, but if you can lend a few hours to help carry a few boxes, it would mean the world to Ina and Dylan. I ask you, if you're available to volunteer, shoot Maura Hoskin an email. You'll find her email address in the body of this, and we'll get you on the volunteer list to help. So again, moving party on September 12th. As with all good moving parties, I'll buy pizza and drinks for everyone that shows up as well. Finally, as is tradition of Mike's Monday Minute, we always celebrate a few birthdays. Yader was always the center of every celebration and every party. He was the life of the party, and I know if he were still here today, he would want to join me in wishing a very happy birthday to 4 of our fellow colleagues. So happy birthday to Kristen Temple, Patrick Trepanier, Laura Massis, and Ed Vanal. On behalf of all of Design, we hope you have an extraordinary birthday. Thanks, everyone. Make it a great week, and please keep Yader's family in your thoughts and prayers as we navigate through a very tough week. Thanks, everyone.